Good morning students, welcome in class BA part 2nd. In BA part 2nd, last time in our last video, we have discussed pairs, ideal pairs. Today, we just going to start our new poem, a very short poem, a popular sonnet, very emotional expression of idea, that is their soldier. The name of poem always must be in double inverted comma. As per the rules at the time when we attempt any Christian related literature, then the title must be in double inverted comma. So this is the title, Their Soldier, written by Rupert Brooke. Written by Rupert Brooke. This is the timing of Rupert Brooke. After observing the timing, there is something new that is related that 15 and then 13, very short period of life, very short age. Before we just start to read the soldier line by line, it is must to make a clear picture in mind, because without clarification about the theme, it is meaningless to read any poem. As you know that in every poem we have created a special picture in mind, and that type of the picture is related to the theme of poem. So the major important part of reading, analysis and comprehensive any poem, we must create a complete thought as well as the development of thought plus impression of poet and mix up with the ideas given in poem. All these must be clear cut in our mind before we start to read the line of poem. As habit or rule, we just start the introductory part and the theme of this poem. So keep attention. We have just thinking upon the ideas given by Rupert Brooke in The Soldier. Before we just start, the title of poem must be understandable. So now there is one thing that is important, and we have discussed it upon various times. That is sonnet. ये टाइटल है, ये पोएट का नाम है और ये टाइमिंग है. एक बार हेडिंग के लिए लिखा था, स्पेस करने के लिए अब इसको मिटा दिया जाता है, बिकॉज वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस समथिंग फर्दर इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट्स. सो वी आर यूजिंग सच दीज टीचिंग एड्स so that the picture of conception clear in mind. Our objective is also that the picture of conception clear in mind anyhow. So before we start the poem soldier, this is their soldier, it is must to know about one or two important aspects. Sonnet, I think that it is not new for you. I think that you have some idea about sonnet, or I think that broadly superficial you may call it as a poem of 14 lines. A poem of 14 lines is a common definition, not a real definition. It is commonly used definition, or you can say it is the first condition of a sonnet that there must be 14 lines. But being a student of literature, being a student of BA Part 2nd, it is not necessary for you that a sonnet is a poem of 14 lines. It is a common definition. So we are reading literature. In literature, we make spread to common. What the common is, that is average. What the superior and broader than the common, it is must for us. Means for you, a poem of 14 lines, sonnet, but for you, there is also one or two other elements that is also required to supplement that definition of sonnet. Means a sonnet must clear three types of the feature. If there is three types of the feature, only then we can call it a sonnet. Are you understand? Yes, means in sonnet there must be three type of the feature. All these three must be clear in mind. First important, that is feature. It is common. There must be 14 lines. It is a common feature. Everyone knows about sonnet. What the sonnet is? A 14 line poem. That is sonnet. But this is condition. Okay. The second important part, that is fixed rhyme scheme. Second important feature means a sonnet की जो rhyming है. Do you know rhyming? Rhyming, I think that you know that in every line's last word we put a, and then if second line is matching with the same word, then we will put a, or if it is other, then we will put b. जैसे cold, cold, cold is the last word of first line. First line always followed by a, that is a, right scheme. If in second line the last word related to the sound of cold, same as gold, then we put a again. Or if its sound is different and there is something another, then we put b, means I. If it is the second word, then we put b. In third line, if there is sold, then we put again a. If there is buy, then we put again b. Or if there is something another than anything, cat, then we will see. Means a, b. If the sound is same, then we put a. If the sound is different, then we will put b. अब यहाँ जो थर्ड लाइन में जो भी आएगा, देख लीजिए, अगर ऊपर वाले से मैच कर रहा है अकॉर्डिंग टू मैचिंग ए, आइदर बी और सी. If not match, then put the new C, and then D, and then E. All these types of the musical division of lines, all they are in literary word, we are calling it as rhyme scheme. So this is the feature of a sonnet, that the rhyming must be matched to each other. It is not necessary first word one must be matched to second, third, fourth. No, but there must be a fixed rhyme scheme. Am I right? Okay. This is the second feature of a sonnet, and third feature is addressing form. Third feature is addressing form. A sonnet must be addressed to someone. It must be dedicated to someone. This is the feature of a sonnet. Sonnet किसी ने किसी को संबोधित की जाती है, किसी ने किसी को संबोधन में लिखी जाती है. तो these are the three basic feature of a sonnet, or all these three basic feature makes the complete meaning of sonnet. So as per your definition, as per the definition of advanced level, as per the definition of graduation level, there are three basic type of the elements. All these three elements makes a sonnet. This is first matter related to sonnet. Second important aspect that is also related to sonnet, that is how many types of a sonnet. That is how many types of a sonnet. So there is only two important aspects. What is sonnet? How many types of it? So what is sonnet? As we discussed already just now, that a sonnet is a poem of 14 lines. There must be a fixed rhyme scheme and it must address to someone. And now we have discussed about the type of sonnet. Then we can say that there are two basic type of a sonnet. There are two basic type of a sonnet. Broadly, we have to start this poem also. So you just understand it broadly. Very briefly you can understand. There is two type of the sonnet. First is Shakespearean sonnet. Shortcut example. Second is Miltonic sonnet. Shakespearean sonnet, then 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2. That is equal to 14. You understand? Keep it mind. केवल अंडरस्टैंड करना है. वी हैव जस्ट रीड इट अगेन बिकॉज इन अनदर क्लास of English literature, sonnet is also a part of your syllabus. So where it is in your part of syllabus, there we can understand it deeply. That is Shakespearean sonnet, and this is Miltonic sonnet. Here the division different. 8 plus 6, that is equal to 14. 8 plus 6 8 और 6 बराबर 14. इधर 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2, that is equal to 14. So the totaling of line must be seen in both, that is Shakespearean sonnet or that is Miltonic sonnet. The thing that is important, the structure. This is based upon structure. This is the division of sonnet according to its structure. So according to a structure, Shakespearean sonnet, that is 4 4 4 2. Miltonic sonnet, अब देखिए 4 types of a stanza. All these are a part of stanza. All these are a part of stanza. In Shakespearean sonnet, there are 3 basic stanza having 4 lines each. Or if the stanza of 4 lines in English found, it called quatrain. The stanza of 4 lines in English is called quatrain. In Hindi, we are calling it चौपाई. Same as in English. 4 टाइप जो चौथा हिस्सा होता है, अंग्रेजी में 4 लाइन के उस ग्रुप को क्वार्टेन बोला जाता है. इन शेक्सपियरियन सोनेट देयर मस्ट बी 3 क्वार्टेन. 3 क्वार्टेन इज इक्वल टू 12 लाइन्स बिकॉज 1 क्वार्टेन हैज 4 लाइन्स इन ईच. एंड लास्ट 2 लाइन, दैट इज कपलेट. कपलेट जिसको हिंदी में बोलते हैं दोहा. हिंदी में बोलते हैं कपलेट को दोहा. कपलेट इज मेड बाय कपल, जोड़ा. कपल मीन्स जोड़ा. कपलेट दैट इज मेड बाय कपल, यानी 2 लाइन मिलेगी. कपलेट इज ए स्पेशल फॉर्म ऑफ स्टेंजा इन विच यू मस्ट फाउंड 2 लाइन्स, जैसे कबीर के दोहे, द कपलेट्स ऑफ कबीर. तो इन शेक्सपियरियन सोनेट there is 3 quatrain plus a couplet, that is Shakespearean sonnet. Miltonic sonnet, its structure is different. If we discuss Miltonic sonnet, then there is only 2 parts. First part, that is the part of 8 line, O C. Octave. Octave is the part of 8 line. 8 लाइन का जो अंग्रेजी में एक समूह होता है, स्टेंजा कहलाता है, उसको ऑक्टेव बोलते हैं. और 6 लाइन दैट इज sestet. 1 octave plus 1 sestet is equal to 14 line, and it is the definition of Miltonic sonnet. In Miltonic sonnet, we must count 1 octave and then 1 sestet. The matter that is important here, that both sestet and octave, the theme and the mood and mentality of poet must be different. This is an important part. If in octave part, poet's mood is very happy, very positive, very joyful, very delighted. In sestet, its mood changes, becomes negative, despaired, sad, or anything else. You can say that there are 2 types in Miltonic sonnet, and these 2 types divided according to the mood of poetry. Now we just start to discuss upon their soldier. So as we know that there are 2 types of a sonnet, so according to these 2 types, the sonnet must be 1 here also. Then their soldier is a Miltonic sonnet. Very important one. Their soldier is a Miltonic sonnet. It means surely there is 2 group, that is 8 plus 6, that is equal to 14. Miltonic sonnet. अब we are coming something more detailed. Sonnet is their soldier. That is autobiographical poem. It is autobiographical poem. Their soldier is autobiographical poem. Means poet himself presents in the poem. Poet आपको poem में खुद नजर आएगा. Autobiographical is related to personal life. Autobiographical is related to personal life and you must found poet here in poem. आपको poem में poet नजर आएगा. This is autobiographical poem. That soldier. Now we know that soldier published in a collection of Rupert book. That soldier has been taken from 1914. That soldier has been taken from 1914. 1914 is a name of book. 1914 is a name of book, and this book is the collection of Rupert Brooke's poem. और इस रूपर्ट ब्रूक की बुक के अंदर एक पोइम दैट सोल्जर है. तो दैट सोल्जर हैज बीन टेकन फ्रॉम 1914. 1914 is the name of collection by Rupert Brooke. That soldier is one poem in 1914. I think every conception related to its you have clear in mind. अब अपन ने कलेक्शन का नाम देखा 1914. 1914 we have discussed as the collection of poems. If we just understood the timing of poet, then we found 1887-1950 means 1914 attached. 1914 is an important year in world history, in complete world and civilization, in complete world's culture, system and civilization, in complete world's social atmosphere. The year 1914 has its importance, and I know everyone knows about 1914. It is historical era because it is historical year because the first world war starting time is 1914. 1914 में पहला विश्व युद्ध शुरू हुआ था. तो the poet Rupert Brooke also attached, include, or you can say had the great contribution for First World War for England. Now after joining British Navy, it is an important conception. In 1914, Rupert Brooke had joined British Navy. So Rupert Brooke was a soldier first, a poet second, or you can say Rupert Brooke is a poet converted soldier. मीन्स बेसिकली तो रूपर्ट ब्रूक पोएट था, लेकिन देश में जब आपात स्थिति आई, इमरजेंसी आई, उस स्थिति में इसको देश की सेवा में शामिल होना पड़ा और एज ए सोल्जरशिप ब्रिटिश नेवी को इसने 1914 में ज्वाइन किया था. और आप देखोगे कि नेक्स्ट ईयर इन 1950 ही एक्सपायर्ड. अगले साल 1914 में उसकी मृत्यु हो गई. तो दिस इज एन इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. And the complete collection of the ideas that is related here is the ideas that was given by Rupert Brooke about the way of military. So we know that soldier is a military expression. Here poet presents his role as a soldier, and according to poets, what there is, that is the detail in poem. And now the thing that is important is to know about the complete structure. As we discussed that the poem divided into two types. The poem divided into two types, or according these two types, in first part, that is in starting 8 lines, we also call it as octave. in octave, the idea that was given, and in last 6 lines, that is says that the idea that is given here is different. As the feature of Miltonic sonnet, as the conception of Miltonic sonnet, in first 8 line, poet presents about his personal life. He presents his personal life, that I am the gift of God. Poet speak that I am the part of England. Poet speak that I am born in England, developed in England, educated in England, take oxygen in England, or every type of my life spent in England. Means after finishing the first 8 lines, poet is showing his felt for country. I mean the mood that is given here in both parts are very different. So it is a different type of the mood that was presented by poet. In octave part, poet just shows his feelings for country. He just shows his great gratitude that there is the great role and contribution for England in my personal life. He also speaks about the incident that how a poet convert into a soldier. This is the major part. Means in starting part he gives the detail of England, but in later part the mood of poet has changed and he just here addresses to citizens of England. So this is the different idea as the feature of Miltonic sonnet. In the first idea, poet represents his life, poet represents his experience of soldier, or he says that being a soldier, I am happy. But in last part, he says, supposed that I contributed my whole life for England, I expired for England, and now I want to give the message to English people. So these are the basic conceptions related to a soldier. Here one thing that is important, during the time of 1914, the world history was very disturbed, and at the time where the First World War started, there happened various types of the changes in world history, and various types of the soldiers take part in or participated in World War. Means various types of a different type of poetry that came in fashion during the starting of First World War. During the starting of 20th century, a new conception in English poetry has started, that was war poetry. Before we start the poem Soldier line by line, it is must to know about two important aspects. One is war poetry or second is war poet. One is war poetry and second is war poetry. These two conceptions in English literature just came in fashion during First World War. Or during First World War, all these two came in fashion. That what the war poetry is. War poetry is the details related to war. War poetry is the details related to country love. War poetry is the details related to patriotism and the feeling of patriotism. It is a motivational type of poem in which basically the poet started to write upon their feeling of country love, upon their feeling of motherland, upon their nationality, upon their citizenship, or upon the matters that makes the country one, an organized matter. Or war poetry, basic objective of war poetry is to dedication or is to show the contribution of war poetry in English, because this was the era, or according to era, a new fashion started in English as we know. Or this is the time of 1940, that is the war time. Or having war time, every poets or everywhere there was created a new type of atmosphere, and this is called as war poetry. Then we have also discussed about war poet. In English, there are various poets who compose their poetry upon war. There are various types of the writers. There are various types of the poets, novelists, dramatists who compose their works upon war. But in English literature, one single poet entitled as war poet, that is Rupert Brooke. यानी poet which we are going to discuss. Rupert Brooke in English literature calls as war poet. In last year exam, I don't know the particular year, but it asked in university paper who considered as war poet in English literature. Who considered as war poet in English literature. The war poet in English literature is Rupert Brooke. So this is the basic introduction related to that soldier. In our next video, we just start to read the poem line by line. Thank you.